Alright, as stated in my first video, told you I was going to do a review of this truck. I think it's time to get into it. This is a 2005 Ford F-350 with a 6-liter diesel engine in it. Doing a quick walkthrough so y'all can get an idea of what we're going to be looking at today. Now, this is my first truck. And to be fair, I haven't owned it for that long, so I haven't had enough time to really, get into all the issues that it may have, or well, I haven't owned it long enough for it to show any issues just yet. However, overall, for this being my first vehicle, I'm very proud of it. It absolutely puts it down when it comes to towing, moving shit, anything else you can do with the truck. Other than mudding, because I sank it the other week. But, I'm not going to get into that. I'm not proud of that. Anyways, let's get into the review. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this truck. It's my first vehicle, as stated. But even though I'm really happy with it, I like it. It looks absolutely fucking mean. Like, it's really, really nice. It came with a lot of shit I was going to want to put on a truck eventually. And you know what? It came with a lot of stuff that I was going to put on. So, hey, extra money ain't going to sink into it. However, with all the shit that I do like on this truck, and in general how I like it, how it drives, how it runs, how it just does everything we need it to do, it's not perfect. And in the world, there's nothing is ever completely perfect. And while I'm overall happy with it, you got to take the good with the bad. And today in this review, I will show you some of the things I don't like, the things I do like, what I plan on doing with it, and what you should know about when you own a 6-liter diesel. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. I'll start with the exterior first because I feel like that's the easiest to work through. Overall, the exterior isn't too bad, but that's where some of the problems lie. This is an FX4 package truck. It's got standard road wheels on it, nothing too crazy. I'm going to try and put some Nitto mud grapplers on there, not road grapplers. What a dumbass I am. It has a standard little tailpipe at the back. I'm going to try and chop that off and put the new tailpipes that Ford's been doing that came out in the 2008s, the one with the double tips at the end. I really like that look, and I think it would look nice on this truck. It comes with I'm not sure if this is a ranch hand. I'm pretty sure it's a ranch hand, but I could swear I saw a sticker about it being something else, but for now, we'll just call it a ranch hand. Some of the things I don't like on the outside, and that's what I'm going to get into first, is the scrapes, scratches, dents, and the holes. There's not many holes, and I'm happy about that, but it does have this little discoloration in the paint, scratch right here. Nothing else on this end, actually, which is pretty good. The inside of the bed has a lot to be desired. As you can see, we do use it for truck purposes, as we do have horses, so there is some hay in there. It's got a gooseneck and hitch attachment, which I do like. I'm going to try and change that out to an interchangeable ball. I'm not sure how many goosenecks have different ball sizes, but it's nice to have options. But overall, I do like that. I haven't gotten any use out of it just yet because the horse trailer we use is a bumper pull. But hey, with this truck, we're trying to get a gooseneck, so we're going to try and do that. It does come with the outlet for a gooseneck, or a fifth wheel trailer right there, which is pretty nice. That's not something that you usually see, as far as I know. I did put a TSC toolbox in the back, the redneck Walmart. Overall, it's pretty nice, but I ain't gonna bedliner at some point, preferably Rhino. And I'm sure you can see right there in the holes under the toolbox. I'm not sure what that is, but I think that's buckshot. Not completely sure. Overall, the bed's nice. There are some dents and scratches on the other side, and I'll show you those in a second. But overall, this side's all right. It's got a little indent right here. A nice size one right here. Nothing up at the front so far. It does have a ranch hand grill guard with a Warren 12,000-pound winch, and that is something I really appreciate about having on this truck. I don't know what these are for right here. I'm assuming that this truck might have had a snowplow attached to it at some point, but I might put some C-clamps on there. Not some C-clamps. Well, I think they're called C-clamps, clevises or something like that on there to help me get out of sticky situations. It is overall pretty nice in the front. The badge is still on. This one's pretty good. The other one on the other side's not so good, but these can be replaced. The doors on this side are actually in pretty good condition. It does have a nice little another indent right here, which is unfortunate. A nice long scratch along this side too, and I don't know how this happened, but it has the around the exact same hole, exact same, you know, cutout and everything as it did on the other side. So I don't know what the hell happened. I guess it's just one of those 1 in a million chances things, but it's whatever. Showing the complete back end of it. It does have a trailer outlet for a bumper pull right here. Little lights for your fucking, ow, motherfuckers, that burns. Little lights for your, oh, that's nice. Well, I'm gonna have to put that back at some point. It does have lights for the license plates, all that, so it's legal. It's got sensors, these sensors right there, all 4 of them, but they don't work for some reason. Every time I push the parking sensor, it depends just, I don't want to work. You have to eyeball it, so that's unfortunate. Overall, I do like it though. I've already hauled a few trailers with it, and it holds them pretty good. Overall, this is a pretty good outside for the truck. The inside does look a little better, although it does have some things to be desired. And yeah, this is fading a little, so I might have to get me a new one. Other than that, all the other badges are looking pretty good. All right, now going to the inside. We'll start with, well, you know, we'll work our way up front. Oh, I did forget to say, this one does have a dent right here. Thought I unlocked you. Where's the unlock buttons? All right. Get out of the way. Hold on. Okay, so this is the back seat. Pretty good, actually. It's actually in really good condition. Roof looks nice. Floor looks nice. You know, of course, I had to put in the little mats and all that. You know, make it fit that country aesthetic that I like so much. Tan leather interior, both front and back. Captain's chairs, the armrests are pretty nice, although this one needs a little bit of upholstering right there, and that one definitely needs it too, but small things. The seats in general are pretty good, except for this area right here. This is something that's starting to crack a little, so that's going to be need to be upholstered a little. Little seat rack thing, that cup holder in the middle, which is nice. Nothing super special about that though. Now I will say, and I'm sure you're wondering what these cables are. Yeah, whoever owned this truck before decided that, yeah, I may have a touchscreen radio and all that, but I don't want my speakers to work. So whoever owned it before, let me see if I can't move this back. Oh, wrong lever. There. Oh, that don't help. Well, that's the cable leading to the speakers, and they don't work. I'm assuming the speakers do work. Damn it. Sorry about that. Assuming the speakers do work, I'm just assuming they unplugged them. So that's it for the back. It's pretty spacious. I usually call this truck a power wagon with the diesel because it's basically got most of the things of the power wagon, although it's more beat up than the usual power wagon. All right, to the front. All right, so same on the inside. In the front, usually, those are just cables I have laying around. I'm gonna do something with them little LED light strips. Overall, the inside of the front is pretty nice too. Standard, you know, wheel and all that, nothing too crazy. The lights work and all that, as you can see in the front. Dimmer switch right here. The mirror thing does work, so. The mirror button, window buttons work for the most part. Window lock works. Unlock, lock button works, you know, usual shit like that. It does have a pedal adjustment button, so you can see, as you can see. Nice shit. And you know, as usual, steering wheel height adjustment. Now, what doesn't, well, this does work, but you can't play any music because the damn things are unplugged. So, you know, congratulations to whoever owned this, you're a dumbass. Auxiliary switches work for the most part, although I don't have anything to hook them up to just yet. Four-wheel drive high and low does work as well. Rear window is very temperamental about if it wants to work. Sometimes it works, other times it just likes to sit there and just like, nope. Trailer brakes work phenomenally well. Parking sensor, as I said, is really shitty, so I don't know why. The AC unit works, but it decides what temperature it wants to be usually, so you just gotta go with it. Got a little cigarette lighter thing. Don't have the cigarette lighter though, so that might actually be another PowerPoint. Although this right here, I don't know. I never understood what these were for right here. What the fuck? What is this? Oh, alright. I guess that's the fuse box for all that shit. You know, thing right there. Glove compartment, nothing special. Do have a standard glove compartment. I mean, center console in the middle too. very old-fashioned, you know. Little insert right there, bottom thing right there, cup holders right here. Overall, pretty nice. The passenger seat is actually in pretty good condition. This is a lariat package. I did forget to mention that. This is, as stated, these got to be fixed. I do like the wood laminate though. It is nice, and it's actually still in very good condition except for like right there. But all the other stuff is pretty good. Now let's pop her under the hood and see what we got. So, oh, I figured I should show you all this. Sorry, my finger was on the camera. So it has 181,000. Come on, register. 181,508 miles on the dash, which it's a 2005. You know, she's a bit of an oldie. Shut up. So I kind of expected that it was going to have some higher mileage on it. All right, let's take a look at the engine. Now, with this being a 6-liter, it does have some betterment of life. Things made for it, which is good. It is bulletproofed. It does have the ARP head studs. I'm not sure if you can really see them down there, but that's the best I can get. But it's ARP head studs, a cold air intake, although I do want to try and replace this with the K&N. As usual, runs 2 batteries over there, nothing too crazy. When I bought this truck, though, I had to do a little bit of home mechanicking because the winch just did not work. Well, apparently, whoever owned it before liked fucking with wires, so they unplugged this one and just left it hanging around over here, which is a bit of a fire hazard in my opinion. So, took the liberty of putting it back on. What else? As stated before, I haven't had this truck for too long, although I do know that for the most part, it's got everything taken care of. I did do an oil change, which cost me $225 fucking dollars, which is, God. Went from driving a Ram Rebel to a 2018 Rebel to this. I thought I'd tighten that already. Fluids are pretty good. For the most part, it's all pretty good. I don't know what this does for though, and well, it does have the same cable, so oh, maybe this went to the radio wiring system deal. Couldn't tell you, but it does have the same cable, so maybe. For the most part, it does work quite well. It runs pretty good. It drives pretty good. The suspension on this is top notch. Like, I love it. What else? Now, with these engines, though, you do got to understand, trucks like these older ones, if they ain't bulletproof and you're running a 6.0, you're going to run into some problems. Most notably, head gasket failure. Now, that coolant bottle I just touched on, or the degas bottle is what it's called, if you touch that right there and, like, you lift it up and if it has pressure, it means you're good. Mine, I left untightened like a dumbass, so don't listen to me. This also indicates good head studs, or not good head studs. A good head gasket means if this is still good to easily pushed in, it's not hardened, that means you're doing good. I do have some things I want to work on. I want to get some, I want to make sure it's completely bulletproof. I know that the head studs are good, so I'm not going to have any head gasket failure. But I don't know where else it's bulletproofed at, but for the most part, it's done pretty good. Wow, that is a really redneck way of covering your fucking fuse box. That's really redneck. But hey, you know what? That fits me. I'm a redneck too. Other than that, I've had no problems with it. Actually, I lie. I did get it checked over when I bought it. Head gaskets number 7. Not fuck. Why do I keep saying head gasket? Glow plugs number 7 and 8 have to be pulled. So I'm just gonna go bite the bullet and go with all 8 of them. I'm gonna pull all 8 of them, put new ones in. That way they're on the same, you know, they all have the same wear and tear on them as the other ones do. Other than that, this thing is phenomenally well. It does so much right. I love it so much. Some things I'm planning on doing with it, as stated, I guess I'll keep those steps. My mom likes them. Need mud grapplers on the back. I am gonna get that, what Ford started doing with their tailpipes in 2008, where they have the double tipped. I like that. Get those parking sensors working. Fix the dents. Either get the either try and save it or just get a new one, but those things are like $3 grand. And I already paid 15, so that's gonna be 18 in total for this truck already. Get the badge replaced. I do like the 2000. I do like what they started doing with the 2008s as well. Like, they did a lot of things not right in 2008 with the Fords, other than the 6.4s. Those things are garbage. I did like the blocky tow mirrors. These are not auto folding or power folding. They're just, you can just adjust the way they look whenever with the control console on your door. That's about it. But you got to push them in manually. So I am gonna try and change that. I did put tow mirrors on my Ram Rebel. I don't know if that makes me a poser, but if it does, I don't care. We are getting rid of the Ram Rebel, and a little side note about that. So before we get rid of it, I'm gonna try and do a little bit of a let me get in the back. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of a review of that as well before we get rid of it. It's been a nice truck, but I've always wanted a diesel engine, and even in this economy, I decided to get one. I don't work a job that would mandate me having one, but I'm holding on to this truck just to use it when I need it. What else? Yeah, it's just going to sit here for the most part until I need it, or until I start finding more things to do with it. I'm going to try and go off-roading. I'm going to try and start doing off-road recovery with it as well. My mom's going to try and get a gooseneck, so that way we have that. But if not, you know, bumper pro still always works. It's a very high-sitting truck, and I'm going to at least... If the wheels don't do what I want it to do, I'm going to try and get bigger wheels. That way I don't got to invest in a bit of a lift. But if a lift doesn't work, if the wheels don't work, I am going to do a bit of a higher lift. Like a 2 to 3 inch lift at most. I don't want it to be so high up off the ground that you lose the ability to pull a gooseneck. Other than that, this has been a solid truck. I've had it for about 5 to 6 weeks now. And no major problems. It runs pretty smoothly. Engine oil came out looking alright. Coolant's looking good. The transmission's amazing. No head gasket failure, thank God. It came bulletproof, so that was another thing I didn't have to do. It does have this Riff Raff diesel performance kit downpipe, so I guess that's something. I don't know what that does. I think that's actually for the radiator. Oh yeah, that's for the radiator. Oh, that's pretty cool. Huh. Other things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and put little 12-inch LED light bars right here on each side for when I go off-roading. I do have little LED cube lights that I was thinking about putting right here, but there'd be no place for the arms to dig into anything, so probably gonna have to figure something like that out. I'm not gonna be like one of those typical kids that comes into a nice truck and make this, you know, kitted out with light bars and all that shit. I think that's kind of pointless. The most I did with that Rebel when it came to that stuff was I put in flush mount LED light cubes into the bumper, and that was it. When I do a review of the truck, you'll see what I mean. Other things. Overall, the frame's pretty good. No rust. The leaf springs are nice. It absolutely puts it down when it comes to towing. It has a 38-gallon tank. For those of y'all wondering how much it cost for me to put a full tank of gas in it, $145 was how much it took to fill this truck up. Thanks, Biden. Anything else? No real rust on the frame, which is pretty nice. It is deleted. That is an important part. I feel like I should have said that earlier, but better late than never. It is deleted. It has an EGR delete. It's straight piped, and I believe the catalytic converter is gone. Not that it was stolen. I think it just came like that. But overall, pretty good. No leaks. It sits pretty nice. It drives pretty nice. I'm very proud of this truck. I always knew I was going to get me a truck for my first vehicle, and actually this wasn't the first truck I was looking at buying. I was looking at buying a 2004 F-450 with a Western hauler bed. If I can, if I get some time when I go back out to the farm, I'll try and show you all the truck I was looking at. It was really nice. It had 65,000 miles on it, but the problem was it did not have a bulletproof. But you know, it's whatever. 65,000 miles, 6-liter Western hauler, and those things are rated for 37,000. I believe, and I remember correctly, this truck is rated for 27,000 in the back, and I believe 12,000 on the bumper, which isn't bad at all. Overall, works nice, drives nice, sounds absolutely mean. I'm gonna try and put that part in the video. Other than that, there's nothing else I can say about it. I'm really proud of this truck. It's done a lot of good already. Gas guzzler, 13.1 miles per gallon. You know, with these older trucks, I do understand that, you know, that's the bullet I have to bite for that one. But overall, man, this thing just puts it down. I really, really, really recommend these trucks. These things are awesome. If you want to have a good truck, get you a diesel. More specifically, get you a Ford. Oh, I did also forget to mention, like every Ford, the cup holder works when pulled out, you know, nice, but it refuses to go back in, so that's a shame. But that's with every Ford that we've ever had, and this isn't my first Ford, actually. I owned well, I didn't own it, it was my mom's, but I did used to drive a 2008 F-350 that had this really weird green and greenish brown color, you know. It was nice. It had a 6.4, 125,000 miles. It was bought in the year 2014. It was nice. It was a diesel too. Oh, yeah, I just said it had a 6.4. Duh. But I will mention, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to tune this truck. Tunes is what happens to the last one. And when we tuned the last one, I think we ran too hot of a tune and it blew up the turbo. And when that happened, we were moving back from Florida to Texas, and we were getting 8 miles to the gallon with a horse trailer behind us, which, you know, we almost, God, that was horrible. But we have a better truck now, and moving from a gasser to a diesel, I will say this one, you can definitely feel the torque and the pull power this thing's got. Like with the Red Bull, it can haul a trailer and all that, but you can feel the trailer behind you. With this, you don't feel it. It just featherweights anything you put behind it. And for that, I love it. Other than that, that's it. This is my 2005 Ford F-350. It's got a lot of good. It's got some things that do need to be worked out, which is, you know, that's what you'll usually get with an older vehicle. If you are going to go with a 6-liter, 2005 is rated to be one of the best in terms of reliability and quality. On KBB and Edmunds, on Edmunds, I think it's just called Edmunds. But overall, I'm pretty proud of this truck. It's done a lot. I do have quite a few things I do want to change. Some things I want to fix up on it. And, you know, just usual stuff. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. For my first vehicle, I didn't do half bad. Could have gotten a truck that would have some blown head gaskets at some point. So, other than that, thank y'all for watching. If y'all like the video, please like and subscribe. Expect more videos on the way. I think the next video I'm going to try and do, hopefully we don't sell the truck by then, I'm going to try and do a review of the Ram Rebel, and then I'm going to try and do a video comparing the two. Coming from a truck with a crew cab, but with a standard 6-foot bed, to a truck, well, actually a half-ton to a full-ton. Standard truck with a 6-foot bed, crew cab, and all that. Nice little V8, 5.7-liter Hemi. Nothing too crazy, but, you know, gets it done. Good at off-roading. To a monstrous 8-foot bed, crew cab, 6-liter diesel. So, expect that in the near future. Other than that, thank you all for watching. I'll catch y'all later. Blackout out.